Chicago, how you guys doing? Lifesaver, how are you, sir? You doing good? Nice. My name is Xtreme, guys. If you're meeting me for the very first time, I identify as a millionaire. And this is America. You identify as what you want to be, right? So I identify as a millionaire, but I never see the reality in real life. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys were able to understand all of what was going on here. Oh, you didn't understand, right? That's how they behave. They don't think of we Americans when they do stuff like that. Like, how could they just be speaking Yoruba? One guy sitting talking about Gary. What's that? What's Gary? You know what Gary is? I don't know why they do that to us, man. You guys need to, when you guys are trying to communicate, you need to think about we Americans. You understand what I'm saying, right? In it. Oh, okay, the UK here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mix everything together. Anyways, though, it's all right. Nice to meet you guys, though. Thank you very much. And to the guy who put a power bank in my friend, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, man? Nice. Do you guys say Chicago or Chicago? Mona, watch you. Mona, look who just come. Do you say Chicago or Chicago? How do you say? Chicago. Don't worry yourself. I was like you. When I was coming to America, right? It was in 2016. First time I was coming out here. And you know that there's something about Nigerians. Nigerians, those guys, right? They can advise you. They will not give you money, but they will advise you for free. So somebody told me, he said, where are you coming through? I said, I'm flying in through ATL. He said, ATL. So I is what Nigerians do when they want to express exclamation. I would interpret here. So they do, don't go through ATL. I said, why? He said, they return people back home. They send them back home. You bought your flight, but you call your airline, change it to Chicago. They are more lenient over there. I said, hey, okay. So I called the airline. I said, good afternoon, sir. Mara, how you doing? I said, hello, how are you? And you know, any customer care in America, they are very nice, extremely nice. If you meet them in real life, they might not be nice, but on the phone, 100. So, how you doing? So I said, I'm doing great. What would you like to do today? I said, actually, I was supposed to fly in through ATL. So my American accent, don't they take over? So, but I want to change my flight from ATL to Shingango. You might say, what do you mean? I said, Shingango. He said, sir, I'm having a hard time. And you know them, they're always afraid. I'm afraid, sir. I'm having a hard time understanding or comprehending what you're trying to say. Were you trying to change your airport too? I said, Shingango airport. I said, Chicago where? I said, airport. Is it airport? No, Chicago airport. So we had, after like 10 minutes, and you know when you are making international call, of course you are using network, and you always have like time limit, very expensive to call international. So it's like, oh, sorry, because I can hear you, I'm gonna have to transfer you over to one of my colleagues. His name is Mike. He has, is very skilled at understanding people of your kind. I don't know, say now, silent insult you give me, I took it like that. So she transferred me over to the guy. I said, sir, how you doing, sir? This guy said, fine. I understand that you're trying to change your airport, blah, blah, blah. So which airport would you like to change it to? I said, sir, I want to change it to Chicago airport. The man said, no, she has already left. She has gone. Now it's me, Mike. Which airport? I said, Chicago. He said, okay, you know what, sir? I'm going to need you to explain to me or call the airport. You're trying to describe the airport to me using the NATO alphabet order. And you know where we come from. They didn't teach us A for Alpha, B for Bravo, C for what? Charlie, D for, somebody said downfall. You're like me. Where I grew up in Nigeria, where you are nearest to, the nearest bus stop is what they teach you with. So me, I grew up learning A for Atlanta, B for Bosita, C for Kashimawo, D for Dawanri, E for Tikpoto, F for Finyele, G for Gborie, H for I for Iyawo. Sorry, that's my past. Yeah, my past. 8 for I for ego. That's what I grew up learning. So the guy was like, okay, so sir, I'm going to need you to do that for me. I said, oh yeah, I can do that. He said, C as Kashimawo, H as I as ego. He said, no, sir, I'm not understanding you. Can you use something that I can likely understand? I said, okay. Chicago. C for Chicago. H as Ikango. I as Ingo. A as Ago. G as Go. O as O. The guy says, sir, I'm so sorry, I cannot understand you. I said, no worry, leave it like that. I will come in through it here. Oh my goodness. If you want to clap. One of the few things that you learn in America is that you got to learn the pronunciations, right? When you come out here, you don't say process. You say process. You got to learn. Pronunciation is different. Everything is different out here. And especially, you know, I was telling you earlier that people can like to advise you a lot. They can advise you. When I first came, I was trying to, you know, get my stuff done. Somebody said, you're single? I said, yes, I'm single. I said, okay. Are you trying to mingle and get married? I said, yeah, I'm trying to get married. He said, don't marry Akatao. I said, so who will I marry now? Don't marry Funfun. I said, so who will I marry? Don't marry Dudu. I said, so who will I marry? He said, marry dog, animal. I said, what is that? For those of you who are married in the house, right, you understand with me that America is different. One of my colleagues was saying something like that. America is different. You have to be humble. You can't really be the man you can be the man figuratively, right? My brother, even neck, you know go see. Neck, you know go see B. My wife is American. Any little thing, please, we are Africans. Those of us who come from Africa, we cook food and we put it in the refrigerator. That's what they call it, right? Refrigerator. We call it fridge in Nigeria. Fridge. You cook food and that food can serve you for 2 months. My wife, we cook food. After 2 days, she said, oh, no, you can't eat that rice no more. I can't eat which rice. Women out here are very emotional. Very emotional. Oh, my goodness. I mean, my wife at some point has not spoken to me for 1 day because I did not tell her I love you. I'm like, what? I grew up in an African home. Those of you who grew up, have you ever heard your parents tell your mother or your father tell her? I've never heard my father tell my mother I love you. The only romantic thing ever that I've heard my father say was in the middle of the night was, baby, lock my jam, what's immunity? I've never... And if you have an African mother like mine, prayer warrior, right? How many of you grew up with mothers who can pray for nothing, per second billing? Tosin, they send you messages on your... And please, African mothers, there's nothing like WhatsApp. It's WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I taught my mother how to say that thing one particular day for like 3 hours. She said, Tosin, how do you do it? I said, Mommy, say after me. What? Mommy, app. Mommy, what? Mommy, app. Now, Mommy, WhatsApp. What's up? And she's very fond of this thing. Any day, like when they send you all those broadcast messages, they send, today is the eclipse of the moon. One day I asked her, I said, Mommy, what does eclipse of the moon mean? She said, I don't know. They just say today is the... So that one does not annoy me. The one that annoys me is the message that comes after. They will now put something there like they are threatening you. Send this to 5 people, including me. If I don't get this back, then it means you don't love... I don't love you! What kind of rubbish is that? One day, one that annoyed me the most, she sent one of those messages like that. She sent it to me. I saw the message. I was, okay, God bless you. I said, okay, no wahala. She called me 10 minutes later. Hello, Tosin. She's Yoruba, by the way. Hello, Tosin. Show a message, Mini. Didn't you see my message? I said, I didn't see your message. The message said, when you read this, send it to me back if you love me. I said, Mommy, no, now you already sent it to you. Say, cut the phone and send it to me. I said, okay, Mommy. So I cut the phone and I sent her the message. She sent it back to me. I sent it to her again. She sent it back to me. I sent it to her. She sent it back to me. After like 15 minutes back and forth, she didn't send it. I said, thank God, Mommy has calmed down. She called me. She said, hello, Tosin. I said, Ma, what happened? He said, so you will say that you did not see you did not see that I did not send you back. I said, Mommy, I thought that you have given up. He said, no, airtime, me, Tony, load my recharge card. And someone else was talking about like out here. You know, out here is very easy when you grow up and you know you want to become stuff. To be honest, this was my true story. I wanted to become an astronaut. So when Relax was talking about it, I could relate. I really wanted to become an astronaut. And I did not know why. Just because he sounded sweet. I just hear people astronaut. I did not know that. I don't know they used to climb something. I just said, okay, astronaut. I chose it. Now, from where we come, there's something they call post-UME. Let me explain. So post-UME is the exam that you write after you've written the JAM. Meanwhile, I had a JAM story, which I'll share with you in a bit. So post-UME is that process. After you have written the JAM and you scale through, they will now look at you. The way you look will now determine the course they will give you. You understand? Like if you have big belly, they just look at you. Anatomy. They say, go and start. They look, that's how they give courses in Nigeria. Some of you don't know why your people are, if you have like bow leg, botany. You don't know. K-leg, kinetics. So some people are in school studying what they don't know. But the one that thrills me the most is the ones that study law. You don't know why? Because they don't have clothes. Their clothes is white and black. So you just give you the law. Just go and study it. You'll be wearing the same thing every day. So now, when I was writing JAM, I wrote that JAM for like 4 years. Not that I did not pass. I did not meet the cutoff. If you know what I'm talking about, just keep looking straight. Nobody will know I'm talking about you. I have my co-failures here. Now, I wrote that JAM, but I never passed. I was writing the exam. I told you my... Oh, my goodness. My mother is a serious prayer warrior. She prays for me from time to time. Tosin, God will bless you. God will strengthen you. God will threaten. I say, okay, no problem, mommy. Keep praying. Say, go and write your exam. As you go and write your exam, every question that comes out, you will pass away. I say, mommy, amen. But please don't curse me. It's not pass away. You will pass in flying colors. I said, no problem. So I went to write the exam. I wrote the exam, the first one, I got like 2, sorry, I didn't meet. I wrote again. She called me, Tosin, you've not gotten your admission. I said, mommy, no, I've not gotten my admission. Keep praying for me. She said, don't worry. Shama color, that's keep writing it. You will pass. So one fateful day, in between writing the exams, I fell sick. And they now admitted me to a private hospital somewhere in Igbobi. I don't know if you know where that is, the private section. So I called her and I was like, oh, mommy, please, I'm sick. And they admitted me now. And she was so excited. Oh, mommy, tira admission. I said, no, mommy, calm down. No, hospital, mowa. He said, admission is admission. I said, no, mommy, malaria alone shame me. He said, malaria course, they gave you malaria course. Makalo. I said, no, mommy, they are going to discharge me tomorrow. Say, discharge. Alone, you just discharge. They will not discharge you in this just name. Or do make tagba koloma lombe. Or ma graduate. Iboloti first serve. Where do you want to serve? Service is what you do after university. So, out of annoyance, I called my dad and I said, Daddy, I'm so embarrassed. Can you believe I told mom that I fell sick and she told me that they're going to admit me and I'm going to stay there for 3 days. And my dad said, don't mind your mom. She does not know that malaria is a 5-year course. So now you can understand why they married each other. They fit. They align. Now, this is what I want to say. If you're married in a house, can I hear you say, yeah, yeah? You're married in a house? Okay, listen. One of the things why people, or reasons rather, I beg your pardon, why people have issues in their marriages is because what they used to do before they got married, after they got married, they stopped it. Listen, it will help you if you are married. Are you married? You're married? Okay. Where's she? She? Okay. No, she's outside. Now, one of the things that people do that they don't, listen, they stop whatever they do after marriage. When you get married, please, anything you do before marriage, continue to do it. If you are fond of carrying your wife, when you got married, you pick her up for nothing, even though she's now occupying. You understand what I mean? It don't matter. Go to Home Depot, buy something, tie it around her waist, lift her up, buy a wheelbarrow, carry her around. Be romantic. Don't stop anything you used to do. This is the reason why many people are having problems in their marriage, but they don't know. Now, one of the fun things things that people do a lot is pet names. They say my love, my darling, my sugar, my this. By the way, if you are here and your spouse calls you my sugar, the recommended dosage of my sugar is 3 a day. I always advise people anyway. 3, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night. Anything more than that, overdose. I know an uncle of mine is living with diabetes now. In Nigeria, we say diabetes. Why? Because his wife calls him my sugar, my sugar, my sugar. Another person, my baby, my baby. He behaves like a baby. So what I came up with is I tell people, call your spouse the things that will help them. Look at your wife and say, Tyler, no, baby. Be creative. If you are Yoruba, Okpayin, baby. Alabukumi, Atarodomi, Atibebelo. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Now, showing on YouTube at Xtreme Comedian Channel.
Xtreme.